Good morning. I pray that everybody is having a fantastic start to their day. Man, this service this morning was really well. It was not even well, it was fantastic. It was very eye-opening and just understanding the gifts that God has given you and why he has given it to you to be a blessing to the next individual. And it's all a matter of adding to what he is doing for us in his kingdom. And I'll be honest with y'all, I never thought that I would be speaking the way that I speak, especially in the chapter that I'm in about Jesus and the word and his kingdom and adding value to the next person. There's just so much change that happens when you fully surrender to his plan. And there's so many different areas of my life that he is calling me to surrender in. And one of those things is really chain breakers, like really doing things differently than what is the normal in my life, especially in my family, my friendships, my relationships, and a lot of things that I do for myself. And I'm not sure if I'm the only one that may be experiencing this, but you can feel that God is having you on the forefront, using you as the vessel to change so much, and it can be so uncomfortable. But we have to step up to that plate and be the voice for others, to be the example and to be the leader and the light, so that there's people out there who are searching and looking for so many different things. They don't realize that God and Jesus are the one that can give it to them. That used to be me. I used to always think everything was me. How do I figure this out? How am I going to do this? And why is this happening to me? Instead of just surrendering and saying, you know what? Who is this bringing me closer to? And everything that I have been through has brought me closer to God. And Jesus is the one that was holding my hand, walking me to there. And I've been doing my drafts for my social media posts, and in between the rebranding and the refinement and the renewing of my mind, I have found that constant battle, like even this morning, of second guessing what I know God is asking me to do. It's that pruning process. You have to allow what you are used to dismantle, and in that dismantling, it is uncomfortable because it's bringing up new things, but it's going to revive what was originally deposited into your spirit to bring that to fruition. Yeah. And I would say, as the oldest, what I'm understanding is that as the oldest child at a young age, we are already subconsciously being taught to minimize certain things because something else may be of importance in that matter. And for me, it's been very uncomfortable for me to speak up for myself, for me to speak up for others, for me to have uncomfortable conversations that I might not have had once before, and to also acknowledge when they're my feelings to deal with, not somebody else's feelings to deal with. And I have to learn how to surrender through the process of, okay, what role was mine? What did I add into the situation? What did I do to get to this point? Because everything has two sides and two stories. And when you're authentic and honest with yourself, that is where real change starts to happen. But it's also after the accountability of taking the consistent action, and also making sure that you're duplicating what you have now understood and going out and teaching it to somebody else. Yeah. And then even in this season, faith is the biggest foundation that you need when you are on this walk, when you in any walk in life, and when you are really changing your life around to become better, renewed, and who you know you are meant to be, and you are allowing God to undo what has been done to you or what you've done to yourself. It's very uncomfortable, but it's so refreshing in that moment to know that you're gonna come out better, you're gonna come out stronger. For sure. That's what keeps me going. And I pray that that's in this journey, you start to see that for yourself, because you deserve that as well. And what the enemy sent for evil, God's going to turn it around and make it for good. Turn it around in your favor. I'm a big believer in that. Because even just driving here from one service to the next, I see how God has used things for my good and to be an example to others, and to do better, to do differently, to just do better. To just do better. Change things better, to stand tall, and to be the voice. Be a voice. Chain breaker, chain barrier. Allow him to use you. He's using me in a lot of ways, and I am uncomfortable, but I'm going to stand tall because It's changed my life. It's changing me one day and every step at a time. And if he can do it for me,